What's up, YouTube? It's Valley Kez here again, back with another Clash of Clans video. As you guys can see, we're actually following the weekly schedule like I promised way back in 2024, so that's a plus. But yeah, let's just do a quick overview on what we need to do in Valley Kez. I have a couple of things to actually cover on today's agenda, but let's check what we need to do. So as you guys can see, this is actually our very own clan showcase space. I'm not too sure if any of the actual members in our clan are actually using it, but looks pretty nice. In terms of the clan, we've actually activated the clan notice and we've gotten a bunch of new members join the clan, which is really nice. Just because lately we've lost a couple of members because they left the clan, or we've had a bunch of hoppers, and we've roughly been like hovering around 30 members as of late. But right now, as you guys can see, the clan is pretty booming. By booming, I mean like 45 members out of 50 at full capacity. So that's a plus as well. I actually wanted to show you guys this. So Clan War League just concluded. We actually stayed in Masters League 1. And let's just check some of the stats here. So we're going to go through the group. Our clan actually placed third in our whole pool. Let's check the details here. So we won 5 out of the 7 battles, which was pretty good. We only lost to the top 2 clans. Let me actually just try to remember. I think Sombra Negra, we actually lost because we had like 3 1-stars. And then Never Lacking 537, some random actually got subbed into the lineup and they didn't end up attacking. And yeah, we also had like a pretty bad performance in terms of attacks on this Never Lacking. We didn't secure as many like 3 stars as I would have liked, but honestly we did really good staying in this league. I kind of predicted earlier, like at the beginning of the war, or the Clan War League, that we were going to place top 3, which we have done actually. As you guys can see, top 3. Let's check the results here. 370 war medals, and yeah, I'm not sure if I can actually check oh, here we go. All right, so in terms of top performers, here are your top performers. It's okay. Just quickly skim through that for anyone who is interested in actually viewing that. But yeah, nothing else to really cover here on Valley Kez. Because there is going to be a huge nerf happening in the next few days, I've actually started going over the ground as well. So ignore that 1-star right there. The army wasn't even trained properly. But a couple of months ago, I actually made a Super Witch video called, I think it was like SW Warrior, probably 4 months back. And I was dominating like pretty much everyone with that army. So this army is kind of a mix on that, just because it kind of implements all the Super Witch components, such as 3 Super Witches, the Apprentice, and then instead of Druids, we've actually swapped them out for 5 healers instead. But I still have 2 Druids on reserve to kind of keep the army going, right? So if the army goes all according to plan, this whole like army layout, army strategy is actually dangerous. As you guys can see from here, a couple days ago I was just testing on how like this army would go, and I've been pretty dominant in Legends League. These past couple hits that I did were pretty poor, just because I wasn't paying attention and I was trying to multitask, which I thought I could, but apparently I can't. But yeah, you guys kind of get the point. I guess we can watch one replay here just to see how I would actually dissect the base like this. Let's look for a relatively hard one. So in this case, let's see here. I think this had an opening. Let me try to fast forward that. Yeah, I think this base had an opening, so it was pretty easy to attack. Oh, but I don't even go for the opening. As you guys can see, the whole idea of this base is that you have your Warren Fireball Charge funnel one side, supported with Super Witches. Other side, you place your Siege Barracks along with your Queen and Clone, then King goes down the middle. At that point, the base is pretty much cooked. All you have to really worry about is keeping your heroes alive and the Super Witches alive mainly. And yeah, at first, when you look at the troops available, like all these troops, it kind of looks intimidating because there's so much that you actually have to keep intact or watch over during the whole army. But with practice, as everything comes, it definitely does become a lot easier. If you guys haven't noticed already, I actually have went ahead and bought the Lunar New Year legendary scenery. So it was roughly 50 Canadian dollars, which is super expensive. But considering they already bought the dragon scenery a couple months ago when they released that, I said, fuck it, like we might as well, right? So I've actually went ahead and bought this, and I actually purchased the matching skin for the RC, which is pretty nice. I do plan on buying the whole set for this month. So I think they just released the minion prints in the shop. I mean, the skin does look pretty nice. This is probably I believe this is the minion prince's first skin ever since it released. So definitely a really nice set. I'm definitely going to get that, I don't think now, but when all of the skins release. I think they all really, or like the full set releases on the 15th. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I have seen a bunch of updates from like Clash Ninja that the whole set is supposed to drop at that time. So if you're going to blame someone, I blame Clash Ninja. Just kidding. So right here, quick maintenance check as always. Clear that, and clear the small root over there. Nothing really to cover. Again, builder base extremely dead. I don't even know how this has a fan base at that point. We'll just request for troops. I do have super minions, an OG and a poison. Now that Valley Kez is out of the way, let's head over to Valley 4. Thanks, Anthony, for donating balloons. Okay. So now that we're on my other account, we're actually going to overview Clan War League here. So if you guys didn't already know, I always like to notify all of our new viewers. But this second clan is pretty much our sister clan, Super Reavers. If anyone would like to join, again, all are welcome to. We do have our Discord always linked on the pinned messages on our YouTube comments. So if you guys are interested in joining either of the clans, feel free to shout me out in the Discord. But getting over to Clan War League, again, we placed third, which is extremely surprising considering the fact that we lost 5 out of the 7 battles, which is crazy. The first 3 wars, we absolutely got dominated. We won against this clan, I don't know how to pronounce it, Maidberg 2. We hung on to thanks to all, and then we absolutely demolished Funkers, which is pretty surprising because Funkers actually did pretty well in their previous wars. I'm guessing they just gave up at that point. But yeah, guys, 2 wins only, and we got 3rd place. Pretty crazy if you ask me. I was actually discussing with one of my clanmates that we were gonna unfortunately demote this month, but it didn't look like it. After today's war results, I'm pleasantly surprised to say that we are definitely staying in Crystals League 2. If anyone is a Town Hall 14 or 15 and you need a home or a spot for a new clan, Super Reavers is definitely the place for you. I know I don't like promote my clans too often in videos as much as I did in my earlier videos, but it would be nice to have some, some stronger guys in terms of Town Hall capabilities to actually join the clan, because the majority of our clan is actually Town Hall 13, or I think that's where the median is in terms of our Town Hall average. So pretty much in every single war, we were basically mismatched from the start. Like, I kid you not, like we were versing clans that were like 3 Town Halls higher than us. Like for example, our number 15, just a side note, guys, we do 15s all the time in main and sisters clan. So just to like put that into perspective, our lowest guy is a Town Hall 12. Their lowest guy is a Town Hall 15. You could imagine how, like, I guess, disheartening that was when we actually saw the lineups. But overall, good job to everyone. Thanks to some of the main guys who actually went ahead and joined the sister clan to help us out. Shout out to you guys. You guys are always appreciated for the work that you guys do. Let's check here on Valley Thor, one of my other accounts. Again, quick maintenance check, clear that. Collect this right there. Anything here? Yeah, I haven't upgraded that. I think in terms of builder base on this account, he's pretty much maxed Builder Hall 5. I only have the Builder Hall to actually upgrade on this account. Let's just assign our building apprentice over to that. So usually what I like to do in terms of like the apprentice or the lab assistant, I always have them assigned to the highest build time, just because I'm not on like as often as I am on ValleyCaz on my mini accounts. So that way it kind of gives me time to check in on them and to ensure that I don't waste hours in between when I'm upgrading, right? So right here, we're going to upgrade our Grand Warden. 15 hours, it should be ready for next war. What I like to do, guys, as a co-leader or as a leader, I like to give my team at least 24 hours to actually start a war after Clan War League. So it gives people time to actually, readjust, their armies, their heroes, get things pretty much sorted out before a regular war starts. And I think that really helps out a lot of people, because often when you start a war right after Clan War League, I find that people kind of get upset. Not calling out any names or anything, but people definitely get upset for getting subbed into wars right away, right? But that's just how some clans roll. Like a lot of the dominant clans or the competitive esports clans start wars back to back without any breaks. It's more so like whoever opts out doesn't want to play, and then whoever opts in is gonna be like subbed in for the entirety of however long they continue warring, right? Or however long that clan stays alive. Again, we're gonna clear all of this. I'm not really too worried about Valerion's builder base, just because I hardly play on it. As you guys can see, 40 like builder base trophies, that's like nothing. That's like beginner level. But as you guys can see, he's actually doing pretty well in terms of progressing. I just moved over to Town Hall 8, but I've done them all, so it looks like I've kind of done a bit more than what you see here in the video. But definitely still a lot of upgrades we still have to do. What do we have to clear here? I think, okay, it looks like a bunch of tombstones. Okay, we're actually just going to set this as our active base. So just to put things into perspective again, here's what we have to actually upgrade. Okay. And before we forget, let's actually set our normal base back, because I always forget to change my progress layout. So here we're going to do the same thing, just so everyone could just be aware of where we are in terms of progress. Okay, so from the Valley of Thor, it looks like we only have, for the most part, hero upgrades. Traps we definitely have to work on, archer towers, and in terms of lab upgrades, we're actually just going to get to that right now. I think the majority of it is really just spells and like Dark Elixir. So we're not too far behind a max out on Valley Thor. Again, let's set this back to our regular base, and then let's head over to Valley 4. Okay, in terms of Valley 4, let's just set our progress base right here. Let's see what we actually have to do. Royal Champion, no. So definitely heroes for sure. Cannons, archer towers, traps for the most part. Heroes are the biggest thing here. Let's check the lab. Actually, I have the apprentice warden actually upgrading. So again, same kind of jazz. Definitely we have to work on some of the spells, and a lot of it is really just siege machines and Dark Elixir upgrades. And then blacksmith, yeah, nothing here to upgrade. So we're just going to jump over to Valley Kez. I just actually wanted to talk about a couple of things, because there is going to be a huge update that's coming up. Let me actually just open it up here on my Discord. So this won't be shown on the screen. I'm trying to multitask here. But based off the updates, it looks like we're going to be getting an alchemist, which pretty much acts as the lab assistant or builder's apprentice. So it is going to be upgradable through gems. But what's cool about the alchemist is that you can actually convert resources from one to the other once per day, right? So for example, if you're maxed out in gold, you can actually convert your gold over to Dark Elixir to gold, Elixir to Dark Elixir, vice versa, right? It's pretty much a triangle, I believe, and that's only permitted to once per day, right? And there is an upgrade bonus the higher level your alchemist is, and you can only upgrade your alchemist via gems, like I mentioned. But pretty much, let's say you want to upgrade gold into elixir. Let's say you want to upgrade 1 million gold into elixir, you'll get 1.15 mil elixir out of that just because you have that bonus, right? Based off the updates here, it also looks like the minion prince is going to be getting a new hero equipment called the hero pants. So it's kind of going to be like a shield that basically reduces oncoming damage to the minion prince. I don't see that being too much of a big change in the minion prince meta. And it looks like hero equipment such as the giant gauntlet and frozen arrow will be purchasable through the league shop, which is a pretty nice touch just because it gives like the free-to-play players a bit more, like, I guess, leg room to actually, you know, purchase hero equipment apart from, you know, spending gems, right? So that's really cool. And we do have a bunch of timing reductions on troops, such as the apprentice warden. We have the druids, the Inferno Dragon, Minion Prince, Super Hog Rider, Super Valk, Super Witches, what is that? Ice Lava Hound, and then we got the Super Bowlers. This is all discussed on Clash Ninja, so I don't want to go too in depth on the updates, but generally, that's pretty much all the big updates, I guess. We're also gonna be getting a new siege machine, which is pretty much the troop launcher. And we're also going to be getting a new defense. So the archer towers right here, your spare archer towers and your cannons will be merged into one to create a multi-gear tower that kind of acts, or you can kind of compare it to your archer tower here in Builder's Base, where you can actually go from long range to fast attack. And with long range, it definitely has longer range and is slower, but with fast attack mode, it has shorter range. But does a lot more damage per second just because it has a lot more time to attack. Okay, and we're also going to be getting some new building levels, including the multi-gear tower from 1 to 2. Expo is going to level 12. Scattershot is also going to get a new level as well. Again, workshop is definitely going to be getting a new level just because we're going to be getting a new siege machine for that, the troop launcher. Hidden Tesla will also be getting a new level. Mortars will be getting a new level, and we'll also be getting 75 wall upgrades. Okay, and if you guys are interested in viewing like the full details of upgrades, I highly suggest that you guys check out Judo Slot's YouTube channel, because he's covered pretty much everything in depth, right? For my video specifically, I don't want to cover too much of the details because I find that I'd be talking for forever at that point, but let's just reinforce that. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. We placed turret on all 3 accounts, or not on all 3 accounts, in both clans, which is definitely good for us. We don't necessarily promote, we don't necessarily demote, win for everyone, right? Apart from that, guys, that's gonna be it for this YouTube video. Just a quick check-in. It's just some war updates and some future updates of what to come. I will be posting next week, so stay tuned for that. Apart from that, guys, that's value. Peace out. Ciao.